Wake up, wake up, wake up your complexion with wonderful Sweetheart Care. Sweetheart Soap keeps complexion at its peak. You'll notice improvement in just 1 week. So wake up, wake up, wake up your complexion with wonderful Sweetheart Care.
Sweetheart Soap, the soap that agrees with your skin, presents transcribed Family Skeleton, a Carlton E. Morse creation starring Mercedes McCambridge. Episode 20, Phase 2. Sarah, did you come home to cry over spilt milk? Ladies, Dolores Hawkins is one of those magazine cover girls who always look so fresh and radiant. She says beauty is my business and Sweetheart's my beauty soap. Because Sweetheart's more luxuriant lather, so rich and fragrant, keeps me fresh all day. Most important, Sweetheart Care keeps my complexion soft and smooth. Yes, actually 9 out of 10 leading cover girls use Sweetheart soap. See what it can do for you. Today, get Pure Mild Sweetheart, the soap that agrees with your skin.
It was morning now. The morning following Sarah Ann Spence's midnight return to Florence and family home from her elopement with Garth Waite. Without husband, without wedding ring, without proper marriage papers.
Not that I'm not legally married. Not that everything wasn't done above board and legitimately. It's just that, well...
That you can't prove it.
Yes.
Yes. Sarah's a legal wife, but all there is a blood-stained, unreadable marriage certificate to authenticate it. A married, virtuous mother-to-be. But no records, no witnesses, no authority to prove it.
Why should I have to prove it? I've lived in this community of Alpine County for 25 years. Honorable, honest, and respected. Isn't that kind of background sufficient proof of my integrity?
No, Sarah. You threw all that out the window the night you gave way to your, baser nature.
Oh, stop.
In Florence, Alpine County, that's what an elopement is. A flaunting act. A moral disintegration.
And one act of independent action can wash out 25 years of character.
One act of moral turpitude is one act too much for any society.
Well, I'm not afraid. I'll face it. I'll fight it.
The way you're facing it, the way you're fighting it this morning?
Well, what do you mean?
You sit up here in your bedroom arguing with your conscience.
Well, if you'd stop heckling me...
Your conscience can only lie quiet and at ease when you've made your peace.
Because of operating difficulties, there has been an interruption to the program Family Skeleton. We expect to present this program again in a short time. Meanwhile, we bring you an interlude of recorded music. Operating difficulties having been cleared, we now continue with the program Family Skeleton, already in progress.
About me?
Do you think the grave, studious Lincoln Spence would be out on his own business all night?
But he doesn't even know I'm home. He wasn't here last night.
That's away from the subject. Why are you walling yourself up, away from the world, here in your bedroom? Is this why you came home to Florence?
I'm not walling myself up.
Prowling this room as though locked in a barred cage?
I'm just trying to work things out in my mind.
You're afraid. Let's face it.
But I didn't realize. I didn't know what I was coming home to. How I'd hurt my family.
Well, you know now.
Yes.
Well, do something. Do something. You're running around in circles, jumping up and down in the same place. Why did you come back to Florence anyway?
Because the answer to Garth Waite is here in Florence.
At least you think.
I know it is. If I can uncover it, I'll prove Garth an honorable man. And all the mystery surrounding him is some good and humane duty he had to perform.
So you do uncover such a set of circumstances.
Then I'll be vindicated. Garth will be vindicated. There'll be no stigma on the Judge Spence family. And Alpine County's hatred and malicious anger will vanish.
Then what's all this talk about running away? If the answer's here...
I can't run away. I know that.
And this shutting yourself away in your bedroom...
Well, it's one thing to say you're going to solve a riddle, but how do you go about it? What do you do?
I see. Not only afraid to face people, but a self-deluding four-flusher besides.
I am not.
All this talk about why you were returning to Florence. How you were going to ferret out the Garth Waite story. What a cunning, sly, Machiavellian female sleuth you were going to be. A girl with a high purpose and unbreakable courage.
That's what I'd like to be.
And here you sit cringing in your bedroom.
What? Huh? Oh. Yes, is that you, Kip? Come in.
Won't I do just as well?
Link! Oh, Link, I'm glad to see you.
Well, put your face up here where I can kiss it.
Oh, then you're not against me.
Nobody in your family's against you, Sarah.
Oh, Link, I know everybody's kind and charitable, but I also know that everybody wishes I were at the bottom of the ocean.
Which one?
Oh, don't make jokes. Link, where have you been all night? Out on some business of mine, haven't you?
You sound as though you thought the whole world and all the business in it was whirling about you.
Yes, but you were, though, weren't you?
Matter of honest truth, I didn't even know you'd returned to Florence until 10 minutes ago.
Did you see Kip?
Kip and Marie were down in the kitchen having some breakfast.
What are we going to do about Marie? Something terrible's going to happen to Marie if I don't clear up this mess.
Marie's as strong as the other members of the Spence family. We're all in this together.
Oh, Link, I'm so sorry. I'm so desperately sorry. Never did I think I was involving the rest of you.
Tell me something, Sarah.
Yes.
Did you come home to cry over spilt milk?
No. But when I heard Marie cry last night, when I saw Kip's brave cheerfulness and Mother's pain and Father's grayness...
You still are solving nothing by sitting and bemoaning fate.
Even your law practice has been hurt.
Stop it.
Link.
There are practical things to be done. I'm going to do what I can. Dad's going to do what he can. Matter of fact, he's down with the editors of the afternoon paper right now.
There's going to be a story?
Of course there's going to be a story. Sarah Ann Spence Waite is back home, and the story's got to be told the way we want it told.
I suppose so.
Are your teeth chattering?
Well, I was hoping that no one would have to know I was back for a few days.
That's not realistic.
Or just for a few days.
You're panicked.
I don't know what's happened to me. Link, I've been so self-sufficient, so sure of myself. And now all of a sudden...
I know what's the matter with you.
Well, then will you tell me, for pity's sake? I feel so cringing and ashamed and guilty. And I've never felt this way. Not in the almost 3 months I've been away.
You were out from under Dad's influence.
What?
For 25 years, you've lived under Dad's dominance. You've done as he wanted. You've felt as he's wanted you to feel. For 25 years, you've lived for his approval. Felt guilty and ashamed when he disapproved.
Yes, that's true. And for 3 glorious, free, reckless months, I followed my own conscience. I was true to myself.
And now you're back, under Dad's code of conduct.
And I don't like it. And I don't like myself. Oh, Link, help me to do what I came back to Florence to do. Help me get to the bottom of Garth Waite and the mystery surrounding him. Help me to dig it out of whatever secret place it is here in Florence.
Hey, what's that?
What did I say?
The secret of Garth Waite is here in Florence?
It's got to be. That's why I came back.
Sarah, did Garth ever mention a man named Alexander Bancroft to you?
Bancroft? Well, I don't think so.
Or Morton? Dennis Morton?
No, I'm sure that... Are they important?
Sarah, did you and Garth stay in the Bancroft Ski Lodge up in the Sawtooth Range during the blizzard last July?
Bancroft Ski Lodge, is that where we were?
You didn't know?
No, Garth only said the honeymoon cabin in the snow belonged to a friend named Jones.
But you did stay there, at the 7,000-foot level?
Yes.
And you're sure you never heard the name Dennis Morton? Denny?
Denny. That's what Garth called his friend who was murdered up there. The man he held in his arms in the snow, the man whose blood blotted out all the names and dates, all the important reading matter on our marriage certificate.
Wait a minute, Sarah. Dennis Morton. That was the name on the CEA identification wallet you found in Cobb Stacy's plane. The wallet taken off the man who tried to ambush you at the Phantom Airfield in Canada.
But I wasn't going to tell any of this. I don't want the family to know everything. Just that Garth and I are married. Just that our honeymoon was interrupted by an important business trip.
You asked Link to help you. He can't work blind.
He'll have to. I don't want anybody to know that I may be a widow almost before I was a wife. That I'm going to be a mother almost without being a bride. That out of all this terrible tragedy and anxiety I brought down on my family, I got less than 1 week of married happiness. I'm not going to tell that to anyone. Ever. Ever.
Brother Lincoln stood looking with calm face but inner misgiving at the conflict of emotion passing over Sarah's face. He remembered the high-handed, belligerent attitude of Sheriff Angel earlier this same morning. What Sheriff Angel would do to Sarah if she clammed up on him made Link's black hair stand on end.
A final word about Monday's show in just a moment. Ladies, the beautiful girls you see on the covers of your favorite magazines all have one thing in common. Their complexions are soft, smooth, really lovely. So it's mighty significant that in a recent survey, 9 out of 10 of America's leading cover girls said they use pure, mild, Sweetheart soap for their complexion. For instance, cover girl Eloise Solon says, "Beauty is my business, and Sweetheart's my beauty soap. I never miss my Sweetheart cover girl facials. Regular Sweetheart care leaves my skin so soft and smooth. And I use Gentle Sweetheart for daily beauty baths, too, because it's more luxuriant lather, so exquisitely fragrant, keeps me fresh all day. So change to thorough care with Sweetheart. Try Sweetheart cover girl facials. Every morning and night, massage Sweetheart's rich, creamy lather into your skin, then rinse first with warm, then cool water. You'll be delighted. In just 1 week, your skin looks softer, smoother, younger. Today, get Sweetheart, the soap that agrees with your skin." Monday, Episode 21, Phase 2. The quality of mercy becomes strained.
White rain, use new white rain shampoo tonight, and tomorrow your hair will be sunshine bright.
It's true. Wonderful new White Rain shampoo puts sunshine in your hair, leaves it naturally soft and silky. Shampooing with White Rain is like washing your hair in softest rainwater, because White Rain is a wonderful new lotion shampoo, extra gentle to give you real rainwater results. Why don't you try White Rain for your next shampoo? Like the song says, use White Rain tonight. Tomorrow your hair will be sunshine bright.
White rain, white rain.
Family Skeleton, starring Mercedes McCambridge, was brought to you by Sweetheart Soap, the soap that agrees with your skin. Monday by Prom, P-R-O-M, the new sure and easy home permanent that's self-neutralizing. Today's taping was written in conjunction with Sidney Marshall. Featured were Russell Thorson and Billy Idelson, and it was directed by Jack Johnstone. This is Charles Lyne. Family Skeleton is a Carlton E. Morse production.
This is the CBS Radio Network.